I've got 1.5 million subscribers and I've made over $1 million just from AdSense alone, and I record about an hour a week. That's it. 1 hour. That's the only time that I have to spend on my YouTube channel. Everything else runs without me. And before you say, yeah, but you have a big channel, the system came first. The channel grew because of the system. So today I'm gonna be breaking down every single piece of it. Not the theory, not the vague motivational version of it, the actual thing step by step. Exactly how it works and exactly how I built it. So if you're spending 20+ hours a week on your YouTube channel and you're wondering why you're burnt out and broke, this is the video that you needed 6 months or a year ago. So let's get into it right now. So if you appreciate me making videos like this, let me know by gently tapping that like button, and let's jump into it right now. All right, section 1 is to pick the right niche and understand why. So the very first piece of the system is picking the right niche. And I don't just mean pick something that you're passionate about. In fact, that on its own, in my opinion, is terrible advice. And trust me, I've seen what happens when people follow it. Now, every business needs two things: traffic and a skill. That's it. YouTube is the traffic machine, and your skill is the thing that you actually deliver. So the niche that you pick needs to sit at the intersection of something that people are searching for and something that you can actually help with. And here's the thing that most people don't understand. YouTube is the new SEO, right? Because Google owns YouTube, and when someone looks up a topic, a product, a service, a company, etc., YouTube videos show up at the top of Google. That is not an accident, that's by design. So if you're a business owner and somebody Googles your company and there's nothing there, that's a problem. But if they search you and they say YouTube channel with 10 helpful videos, even if each one only has a few hundred views, you look legit. You look established. That makes them know, like, and most importantly, trust you. And people buy from people that they trust. Now, here's the part most people get wrong. They think they need millions of views to make money. I would much rather have a video that gets 500 views and makes me $10,000 than the video that gets 1 million views and makes me $2,000. And that's not hypothetical, that is literally how I run my business. My education channel makes at least $300 per 1,000 views across all revenue sources, and that's this channel you're watching right now, but I also have a niche B2B channel that does over $3,000 per 1,000 views. Meanwhile, entertainment channels pull $1 to $3 per 1,000 views. So think about it like this. If you needed a heart surgery, are you gonna go to Dr. Oz because he's famous? Or are you gonna go to whoever is rated the best heart surgeon for your specific condition? Of course you're gonna pick the specialist, even if that person has 0 social media following. So you do not need to be famous. You need to be the best answer to a very specific question for a specific audience. And if you're not sure what niche to pick, that's exactly what we cover in my free live training, which I'm gonna be doing this week. I'll walk you through the process, and I'm giving away my Niche Validator Pro tool free just for showing up. So click the link in the description and the pinned comment below. Definitely do not miss out on that.
What's happening, guys? Quick break. This week, we are hosting a free one-time live workshop, and I want you to join me at my apartment here, and we will be doing a live training. And it's called How to Finally Make Money from YouTube.com in 2026. Now, if you're watching this in the future, check the link in the description, the pinned comment below to see if we're still doing the training. You know, it's a limited time, but we may still be doing it. So definitely check that link. If not, we'll have some free training for you. So click the link anyways. And for everyone who shows up live, we're giving away the newest version of the Niche Validator Pro that's going to help you find your niche or help you dial in your niche if you already have one. But yeah, you will be able to interact directly with me. I'm going to be answering questions on how you can grow a YouTube channel just like I did. I'm going to be telling my backstory about exactly how I did it, giving details that I don't give anywhere else, and basically telling my story and telling you guys exactly how you can do it as well. So if that's something that's interested to you, I know a lot of people message me all the time about growing on YouTube, growing their personal brand, basically starting an online business, which I think YouTube actually pairs with literally any other online business you want to start. And I show you exactly how that works. So again, click the link in the description below. Attend the online training. It's just 1 hour. It'll be the most valuable hour that you spend this entire year. So don't miss out on it. Click that link and I'll see you there.
All right, section 2 is find the winning ideas. Now, once you have your niche, the next piece of the system is finding the right video ideas. And this is the single most important step. Now, most creators sit down and brainstorm ideas out of thin air. And that's like guessing lottery numbers. And I've seen this happen hundreds of times at this point. Now, here's how I think about it. Imagine you're trying to open a gourmet steakhouse on a block packed with established fine dining restaurants. You need massive capital, perfect execution, and years to build a reputation. Now imagine you could make the best 5-star cuisine in the entire world, but you open in the middle of the desert. Perfect food, and 0 customers. Nobody even knows you exist. But now imagine that you set up a simple hot dog cart outside of a college campus at midnight. Students are pouring out of bars, starving, and not a single food option in sight. You could serve mediocre hot dogs and still make a killing because you're in the right place at the right time with 0 competition. YouTube works the exact same way. You do not need the best videos. You need the right ideas, and the way you find them is dead simple. Look for videos with at least 100,000 views, then click on the channel and check the subscribers. You want less than 100,000 subs, right? You want a small channel. And then ideally, you want at least a 5-to-1 views to subscriber ratio. So when you find a video with 1.8 million views and click the channel and it only has 46,000 subs, that's a gold mine. That tells you that there's a massive amount of demand and nobody good serving it. So my brother Zach is the perfect example. He's in his 50s, 30 years in the trades, never made a YouTube video in his life, and the man can barely operate his phone half the time. So we found a video from a small channel about high-paying trades jobs. It had good views, mediocre video, and it was a small channel, less than 100,000 subs, and we made a better version. Similar title, different thumbnail, completely different video, and his very first video blew up, got over 800,000 views, and at his peak, he was making $512 in a single day, which is a $186,000 a year run rate. So we didn't guess, we didn't brainstorm, we reverse engineered what was already working. And if you want me to help you find winning ideas for your niche, bring it to the live training this week. I do live audits and I'll show you exactly how to run this process for yourself. Click that link in the description in the pinned comment below. Now, the third piece of the system is speed. And here's something that I've learned after making around 1,000 videos. The more I hate making a certain type of video, unfortunately, the more I probably should be making it. So just as an example, settings videos. I hated making those, but they blew up. Tutorial walkthroughs, I hated them, but they crushed. The videos that feel boring to make are often the ones that people actually need, and I've seen this pattern over and over again. And the key is to make them fast. Most creators spend like 10 or 20 hours per video, and that's insane. My brother spent less than an hour on the first video on his channel, the one that blew up and got 800,000 views. Judd, one of our clients, went from spending 10 to 20 hours per video down to about 1 hour using AI tools for scripting and editing. And his watch time went up 80% in 90 days. And his AdSense doubled, and his digital product sales skyrocketed. Now, you might be thinking, Shane, if I rush my videos, won't the quality drop? No, because you're not rushing, you're systematizing. And there's a huge difference. RJ, another client, had pretty bad thumbnails and honestly mediocre videos when he first started, and I say that with love. But he followed the system, posted consistently, and within 2 months, he had a nearly $30,000 month. Davis, another client, was spending 5 to 10 hours per video on his channel, around 20 hours total sometimes, and barely making anything. And after we set up his system, he eventually removed himself from the camera entirely, his team replaced him with new hosts, and he now spends 0 hours a week on his channel, and he's still crushing it. So that's what a real system looks like. And if you want to see how to build this for yourself, come to the live training this week and I'll break down the exact production workflow and show you how to cut your time by 80% or more. So again, link in the description in the pinned comment below. Now, the last piece of the system is monetization. And this is where most creators leave a disgusting amount of money on the table. Most people think that YouTube money means AdSense. And AdSense is great. I love AdSense, but it's the smallest piece of the revenue. A pure entertainment channel might make $1 to $3 per 1,000 views. An education channel, on the other hand, will typically do $10 to $20 per 1,000 views. But when you layer in affiliate marketing, digital products, coaching, and sponsorships, you can make way more than that, especially if you monetize correctly. For instance, I make well over $300 per 1,000 views on my main channel, the one you're watching right now. And that means 10,000 views for me is worth more than 1 million views is worth for most entertainment creators. Let me say that again. 10,000 views on my channel is worth more than 1 million views is worth for most entertainment creators. And here's the thing. Let me give you the pro tip that most people don't know about. Go into your YouTube settings and turn on auto dubbing. YouTube will automatically translate your videos into other languages. French, Portuguese, Hindi, German, all of it. And if you're very picky about who watches your channel, you can just have it auto dubbed to first world countries. But why does this matter? Social proof. If somebody looks up your topic and your video has 20 views, they're gonna scroll right past it. But if it has 2,000 views because people from 13 different countries watched it, they're probably gonna click. Now, to be fair, this is a strategy that doesn't work for all types of channels, but it will work for the right type of channel. But let's just say someone's looking up something like Invisalign in your city. One video has 20 views, the other one has 2,000 views. Which one are you gonna click? Exactly. So turn on auto dubbing. It's free. It takes 5 seconds and it gives you social proof that you didn't have to earn, especially if you're a business owner who just needs an online presence. But here's where it gets really interesting, because the real shift is when you stop thinking like a content creator and you start thinking like a business owner. So Damien and Kennedy, two of our clients, they went from making almost nothing with 10,000 subscribers to a full-time income, coaching, books, and courses. And their biggest mindset shift: we used to be content creators, now we're business owners that do content. And that one sentence is the whole system in a nutshell. And I would know because I've heard the same shift from dozens of clients at this point. So let me recap the system. Step 1, pick a niche where you're the answer to a specific problem for a specific audience. Step 2, find winning video ideas by reverse engineering what's already working from small channels. Step 3, produce fast using systems and AI so you're spending hours, not weeks. And step 4, monetize beyond AdSense by thinking like a business owner, not a content creator. Simplicity, systems, and speed. That's it. That's the system that I use, and that's the system that my clients use, and it works. Now, again, if you want me to walk you through the whole thing, come to the free live training this week. There'll be a full presentation, and then afterwards there will be a Q&A where you can ask me any question you want. Plus, I'll be giving away my Niche Validator Pro, which has helped hundreds of people select their ideal niche. So click the link in the description and the pinned comment below. And for 99% of you, you're just gonna watch my free content, you're gonna attend my live training, you're gonna get lots of value out of it, and that's it. You're never gonna end up buying anything from me, and that's totally fine. But for the 1% of you that are very serious, maybe you've got views, but you're not monetizing, for instance, on YouTube, maybe you're a business owner who knows YouTube could change everything, or you're just ready to go all in right now. If that's you, we have a handful of spots for one-on-one intensive. 3 to 5 spots only. You can book a call through the link in the description and the pinned comment below, or in my About section on my channel. So click down there or look in the About section. Sean went from 30K a month to over 500K a month, and you can check out his story by clicking right here.